Welcome to episode of the Potion Sword Run, the original seed coming at you from my living room. And today it is a beautiful, beautiful day. In fact, anytime that you're alive, it's a beautiful day. And in this video, I wanted to remind every one of us, me included, why we make these YouTube videos in the first place. But before we begin, again, do not like this video. I am still wanted for stealing my neighbor's cats. They keep on knocking and I won't let them in. Now, over this last week, I've been dibbling and dabbling into all these streams, watching different people's videos, hearing people's opinions about the subjects going on around us. And one thing that I have found recently is a bunch of angry people, a bunch of negative Nancys, and a bunch of people who only want to criticize. Now, the reason why you criticize, I guess, is to have your point of view across, to actually give your point of view. But I think the reason why people are criticizing right now is because they want to get clout. They want to get exposure. They want to grow their channels. And I don't blame them for that, because we all make videos to grow our channels. But there's a way to grow your channels. There's not a proper way, because you can make videos talking shit all day like some people do, and their channels grow. But if you really want to be a productive member of this community and be in well standing and good standing with people, then I think you just got to be a little bit more careful to not impose your will on the people that you interact with. For example, in defense of Mad Max, when I first met him, he seemed very eager, wants to talk to everybody. I get it. And I always had a policy that you don't trust anybody with a mask because they have things to hide. But after watching him for quite a while, I understand why he has a mask now. Because he receives so much criticism from everyone, including his friends. And I think it's unfair criticism, because what they're trying to do is expose their interpretation of what they want his channel to be on him, and he's flat out refusing, which he has a right to do. I finally come to understand what Mad Max's channel was about. At first I thought he just wanted to just talk nonsense and just get people on just to create a show and not have to work hard at it. But what it is the analogy that I use is like a bunch of little kids back in the day before the internet. They get their latest issue of GamePro, whatever kind of video game, or their latest issue of a comic or something. They all run home together and they all go through it, read it line by line, kind of read between the lines, try to see what's coming up next, speculate, and just have fun. And that's the way that his show is structured. And yeah, sometimes he may not know where the conversation is going to lead, and he doesn't want to put his foot in his mouth, so he puts a pin in it. And I can understand the frustration on that, because you're trying to prove a point, and he's like, bam, put a wall, and then all that shit fizzles out. But the thing is, does it really matter? Does it really, really matter if he puts a pin on it? Who cares? Are you having fun with the conversation? If you're going to jump into people's shows just to be combative and to be not necessarily toxic, but just to bring the energy down and just argue, then what is the point? Maybe that show is not for you. That structure that he has is not for you. I thought it wasn't for me. But now that I kind of been in there, see how it goes, I kind of like it. Because I can just jump in one night and just geek out. You know what I mean? And not have to worry about putting research and all this stuff. And if I'm wrong and if someone tells me their opinion, I'm like, oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. Because I'm not so dug into my own trench that I can't see other people's opinions and, absorb them. That's the whole point of being in this channel. So you can collaborate and, talk and geek out. Not so you can one up somebody else. Because that's no fun. But it's not just about Mad Max. I see a lot of people in the chat who want to tell certain creators how to run their channels, who they can associate with and who they cannot, and how it's somehow our duties as creators to to regulate other people's channels. When in reality, we don't have time for that, man. We're just living our lives, trying to create our own stuff, trying to hang out with friends, trying to support our other stuff. We don't have time to be digging into other things. And, so if you guys have a beef with somebody, then that's between you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have, holding on to all that grudge and beef is energy that doesn't belong to you. All that energy, all that nonsense should just come in one ear and out the other. And you should concentrate on stuff that brings joy to your life and the energy that brings joy to your life. I don't have time for that negative energy because I have so much other things to worry about. So when people come to my channel saying, we're gonna dox you, we're gonna do this because you hang out with this person or because you made a video about this, do what you're gonna do because, like I said, I don't got time to deal with that. And if you guys all wanna know where I live, cool, come hang out, take care of my cat so I can go on vacation. Bottom line is, we're all having fun. And if you're not having fun doing these videos, if you're not having fun jumping into these communities, if you're not having fun getting to know everybody that you're interacting with, then maybe YouTube is not for you. Or at least maybe these creators, these communities are not for you. That's gonna do it for this episode. Remember, when shit's the fan, run.